The Ole School group is really about connection. It's about family. It's more than just job placement. It's more than just professional development. It's really a network. It's a strong foundation that really gives people the relationships that you could talk about anything. I have mentors, I have friends, people that are always there for me and I'm always there for them. Connections that have lasted to this day and I know will last forever.
All of us need somebody to open the door for us. And we say at JMU, we open doors. And so our corporate sponsors open the doors for a livelihood and a work environment that our students would not typically see or typically know about. And so the Ole School, by mentoring the students to prepare them to be in that process and making that connection with our corporate sponsors, the corporate sponsors to be kind of seal the deal by opening those doors for those students to be able to see what's possible in a workspace and work environment.
That the mission of the Ole School group aligns directly with what we're trying to achieve here at ERP. So, the 5 pillars of support are very similar to the things that we do, right? And I see the Ole School as a pathway for enhancing our ability to go out and serve very important missions.
As we're bringing students in, we're talking about not only helping you come to JMU, we're helping you stay and navigate through JMU, and then we're talking about internships on the backside that can help you get a job. Who wouldn't want that?
We're in our 3rd year, and I'm really pleased to say that we've placed over 60 students in either internships or full-time jobs upon graduation. And in addition to those placements, we've served hundreds of students with mentorship, networking. We've introduced students to over 600 opportunities in the aggregate. So I feel like we've been incredibly successful.
One of the key things that we look for in a corporate sponsor, and what I hope corporate sponsors look for in us, is genuine and positive desire to do things for targeted groups, whether that be underrepresented groups, whether it be diverse groups by gender, by color, whatever that diversity is. We're looking for authenticity, genuineness, and just a willingness to provide an equal opportunity for those students.
What's really most important to Markel is developing early careers talent. And having the internships as part of the Ole School mission is really critical because it's a great experience for the student to really work kind of in a real world setting with a Fortune 500 company. We have a 3-month window where we're both training that intern, preparing them to work in the real world, and it's also a long interview for us. So both the student and Markel can determine, is this the right fit for a full-time job? So it's tremendously valuable to Markel to have that time with these students.
The Ole School group supported me all throughout the interview process. I was able to do like a mock interview run through with the leaders and my mentor, which was super helpful, and they spoke very highly of me to the Markel HR and hiring team, which allowed me to be successfully placed.
Perhaps one of our most in-depth and effective relationship is Sentara Medical Hospital. About 3 or 4 years ago, we really got heavily involved in Sentara through one of their workers who were very impressed with our Ole School profile.
So as far as the working relationship that we have with the Ole School, it's primarily focused on opportunities for students. We are connecting Ole School students to our talent acquisition team. And then also through our Sentara Health Career Camp, we are providing opportunities for Ole School students to come in and serve as an intern.
The Sentara Health Career Camps, every summer we bring in a cohort of students from all over Harrisonburg. Now we've very much expanded to a lot of different parts of Virginia. Bring in these students that are very young so that they can have these experiences in the healthcare field, in the hospitals. They can kind of see what it's all about more behind the scenes and hopefully expose them to the possibilities of the future for themselves.
Assessing talent's really difficult, right? It's hard to know what you're going to get just by spending a half hour with somebody in an interview. So when you know that the folks at the Ole School have already spent so much time preparing these candidates, you feel really good about engaging with them. To me, it was the ultimate sort of pay it forward group that I've ever sort of heard of or thought of. A lot of people talk about that concept, but to me, this was pay it forward in action. You know, a group of people who genuinely wanted to see the next generation do really well and use their position, whatever it might be, to mentor, coach, guide, influence. It just felt so genuine and authentic. I was like, this is an amazing group.
We sat down, we had a great discussion about the Old School initiatives. They kind of helped me feel more comfortable than I was before. We even sat with Eric and we had a great conversation later. So really, they helped me with those initial introductions with feeling comfortable.
At T-Row, we have lots of different opportunities, so we were able to bring her in. She spent the summer with us, and we found just a really good fit. And because, you know, she's such a high quality individual and was so well prepared through her time with Old School, and now she's come back to join us full time, and I think it's just a perfect example of why this program works.
We want awesome, diverse talent at Freddie Mac, and they're fostering it. And so I really saw that as kind of impetus to get involved and meet some of the Old School team. Henry, who was an economics major, and he took a position, actually was right outside of my old office. And so I've gotten to see him adapt to Freddie corporate culture, really get embedded and succeed with the team. And so it's really rewarding to see and watch him grow.
She was also instrumental in getting me kind of like adapted to what life after college looks like. Having joined the Old School my senior year, not only did I get community in the sense that I felt like I was in a space where I belonged. I got access to these mentors who have been navigating a completely new world, or what was a completely new world for me. They had been navigating it for decades.
The mentorship program part of the Old School Alumni Scholarship Group is really critical to us, and it's all about relationships. That's really the key. The springboard to everything we do is based upon relationships. We're able to sometimes create internship opportunities, introductions. The students do most of the work. Their profiles and resumes, their interests that they're able to clearly express, get them the opportunity after the introduction. What I think is so interesting is that they are such great ambassadors for what we do because they're successful and they end up giving back as new Old School participants.
And we're seeing this scaffolding effect where the leadership has been able to transition, but the impact is still the same. And I would hope that because more students have participated in the corporate internships and workforce opportunities, that there are more students who are able to receive that type of mentorship and support going forward in the future.